Industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carry it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They got great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Don't blink or you might miss Calvin Austin, one of the fastest and shiftiest players from the 2022 NFL Draft. A dynamic guy in the slot. When he makes a catch, you better get him on the ground in a hurry. Otherwise, he'll burn you in open space. Right out with 4.3 speed, and he's nothing but a big play waiting to happen. A little bit of that on display right there.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Allen's throw is complete. They juked him, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here. Pick up yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Now Pickett on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds Austin complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Slot man moves right. Again, it's Harris on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity that if it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And zero excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett setting up the screen, Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And the lead will stay put at 17. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker. Has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the Steelers and Bills, they played in the season opener last year, if you recall, and it was the Steelers who pulled off a bit of a stunner. They rallied late, beat the Bills in Buffalo 23-16. Buffalo, a little bit of a rocky start to the season, but they would quickly right the ship. Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Allen now on first down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From midfield, here's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Here's Allen on first and 10. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on second down, Allen. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On second down and 4, Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They Return to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Pickett. He's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now off to the races down the right side. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Pickett sets up play action. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Harris is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Allen going to go on fourth down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Up the middle, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Pickett. He'll look to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On the delay, here's Harris.
And some room to run now. And they'll get him down here at the 23. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little wild through the quick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run again with Harris. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Miles Jack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final try here for Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Third and long for Pickett. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam out.
It really is. You try to get that peak to know about whether you should catch it or not. Sometimes you just have to have a sense of feeling and just have to make sure you catch the ball and put it away.
Allen now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Half 85, half 85.
On 1st down, Allen.
And this is Cook with a grab.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Now Allen rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
And they've been solid. The whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.